But Tijesu Adeoye joins me now on the news at 10 for more updates. Tijesu, good to have you at this time. What more can you tell us about this development in the Senate?
To you, Abose. Well, I would like to first start by saying that the reason why it's important for me to mention that the reason why Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan was suspended was not based on her petition that she filed on sexual harassment. It was on her misconduct, and her refusal to move and disrupting proceedings in the chamber. Well, now that she has been suspended, that suspension also came with a caveat from the Senate, provided that a caveat of them, having to reduce the term of that suspension, provided that she tenders a written apology. Well, if she should know, know that she represents a people, and she's the voice of her representing the people in her constituents. Some people have suggested that maybe she shelves her own personal interest in the interest of a people, and since she's been extended this caveat, perhaps she should tender a written apology. Well, we have seen a recent statement from the senator which she released just recently, and I'll quote, against the culture of silence, intimidation and victim shaming, my unjust suspension from the Nigerian Senate invalidates the principles of natural justice, fairness, and equity. The illegal suspension does not withdraw my legitimacy as a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I will continue to use my duly elected position to serve my constituents and country to the best of my ability till 2027 and beyond. And this was personally signed by Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. This was a recent statement that was released by her this evening. Well, with this statement, it seems that she still insists that, she was not out of order and she was unjustly suspended.
All right, Tijesu. Well, and as it stands now, I know that, all eyes really would be on her to see what the next steps would be if she would, toll that path of maximizing the opportunity that the caveat provides her to tender an apology and, have a matter considered by the lawmakers. What do you say?
Sorry, I didn't get your question.
Yeah,
Can you repeat your question?
I was saying that definitely, eyes are on Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan to see what her next steps would be in this matter, whether or not she would take the opportunity that the caveat provides her to tender the apology and, return to the Senate, of course, representing her people. Thank you very much.
Well, it's important that she...
Please go ahead, Tijesu.
It's important that she recognizes that she represents a people, like I mentioned earlier. And since the caveat was extended to her, to, make her have a rethink and properly do things the right way according to the rules of the Senate. They've given her that opportunity, to be recalled by tendering a written apology. Well, if she still insists and, the suspension will last for a period of 6 months, if our people feel that, they can't wait for that long, without having a voice that represents them in the Senate, they also have the option of recalling the senator, in the case that they feel that they can't wait for that long and they need a voice in the Senate. And that also goes through a process, and I'll take you through the process of recalling the senator. First, a petition shall be signed by more than 1/2 of the person registered to vote in the senator's constituency and must be presented to the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. The petition should be arranged according to polling units, wards, local government areas, and constituencies alleging loss of confidence in the senator. And from that point onward, verification is required. INEC needs to verify the signatures on the petition to ensure that they appear on the authenticated voters register.
Indeed,
Tijesu, from that point onward, a referendum needs to be conducted by INEC
I hear you, Tijesu, but, we really will not be able to take, all of those procedures. But thank you very much for bringing it up, and thank you very much for the updates you're giving to us about this developing story from the Nigerian Senate. Tijesu Adeoye for us in Abuja. Thank you again.